Yo, I think we're live. Welcome.
Hello. Hopefully our internet doesn't go out on us. We'll see.
Yeah, we tried going
But
live with Pup earlier today and
yeah.
um, crapped
Mm,
out a few different times. So
yeah. But we were I didn't mean to do that. That one. I'm all giving your video a thumbs down. Jesus, what is wrong with me? I
unlike in our own video.
yeah, on accident. But yeah, we were having issues earlier, so but it was also the first time that we were in the living room instead of the office. So I don't know if that makes a difference. Hey Carol, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, it's crazy because I would have thought that it would have been working better in there.
Yeah. It hasn't been a year, girl. It's been maybe
5 minutes.
a day. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe no, a couple hours. Because we tried to be on with Stay Puff earlier, but we're having internet issues,
Mm-hmm.
and now we're here. And yeah, I got some reading done today and some cleaning,
Mm-hmm.
and like this close to be done filing everything. I got books moved over into an empty box, so there's enough room to put the stuff that isn't filed yet. But it's a matter of time, man. A matter of time.
Yes. I was gonna try recording.
Well, we are usually on earlier too, so I guess that could feel like years.
That's true. Yeah, because tonight,
Yesterday was a year ago.
this week it was is
Hey,
a night one.
NYC! It was great seeing you on with Rena, and I had no idea you were colorblind. That's crazy. But it was a great show you were on with Rena and Isle of Dream, Isle of
Is it Isle of Dreams?
no, I think it's
Sorry,
just Isle of.
Oh, I love, and then then
Yeah,
it's a different theme. Yeah.
it was a good show. So if you don't know Life with Two YouTubers, definitely check it out with Rena
Mm-hmm.
and Burning Block 89. No, 99. Jesus. See, I don't even know what's wrong with me. I had a lack of sleep.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try recording like the audio for our podcast format a little different this week.
Yes, we're trying something new. It was honestly really cool hearing more personal stuff of it was like things we didn't know. It was cool. It was a good
Mm-hmm.
watch.
Yeah.
And if you weren't watching Coast to Coast, you should have been because it was hilarious. It was a good
Mm-hmm.
show. You may need to go catch the replay on that.
Yes.
Hey, Stay Puff. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully our internet continues to be good. I really don't know why it went out when we were in the living room. Like it's
Yeah,
weird.
it was weird. All right. Okay.
Temperamental.
Here, I'm gonna start this here.
He's multitasking. I'm just
All
doing the
right.
bare minimum.
Welcome to Married with Issues. I just started recording for the podcast format, so let's see. Hopefully, our live stream can still hear us as well too. So, if you're listening
Let
to this
us
on
know.
the podcast, this is our second episode that we'll be uploading there, and
Married with issues, working through our issues one
one
panel
panel at a
at a
time.
time.
Yes.
And I got some good reading in. Not too
Yes.
much, but
Yeah. So what we're gonna
a
get
little bit.
into this week, we're gonna review Mirka Andolfo's
Mercy,
new series Mercy.
which was
we were able to
good.
read.
I really enjoyed the art and the story, and
Mm-hmm.
it's good. I really loved the Unnatural series. It was really good, and Mercy I think is going to be even better.
Then Unnatural.
Yeah.
I haven't read Unnatural, so I can't really judge it, compared to that, like you can. But
I
that's
really
saying a
liked.
lot, though, because I know you're a really big fan of Unnatural.
I really liked Unnatural, and I think with Mercy, it's I don't know how to explain it because it's like with Mercy, it was a really good read. There's definitely more to it, and so I'm curious to see where the story unfolds. But if it makes sense in a way, it's a little more adult. Like
Yeah.
Unnatural is still
Unnatural
adult.
is very, yeah,
Yeah,
from what you've showed
Unnatural
me.
is still adult, but Mercy is even
I like.
not like more adult in a sexual way, but kind of just more adult as in like more mature characters, a
Right.
little older characters than in Unnatural.
Yeah. NYC said, yeah, I got to check out Mercy.
Yes.
So
do
far
it.
after it's only been the one issue, but I definitely recommend it for sure. It's definitely worth checking out. I like the art style. I like the kind of style that it like takes place in too.
Same.
You know, it's kind of like almost I don't know, I guess you can call it like Victorian ish.
Yeah, Victorian would be good.
Victorian kind of, I don't know, but I could tell it's going to have those story elements that are savage. You know what I mean? Like
that's what I'm excited for.
We're going to keep it spoiler free. We're not going to be getting
Which
into
is why you
too
should
crazy,
read Unnatural, like I've been telling you to do so, because then you'd understand me saying that it's more adult, even though even Unnatural is adult. So it's like, if you guys have read
just
Unnatural,
like in a different way.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you guys have read Unnatural, maybe you know what I mean, or maybe I just don't make any sense and it's all gibberish, because there's also that possibility too.
Yeah. I mean, I am gonna read Unnatural eventually.
Yeah.
One thing I started reading.
Did you grab Mercy or did I?
Well,
I think you did.
I grabbed this one, the Archrum cover that we picked up.
Yes.
The reader copy that we read though was the Humberto Ramos cover.
Yes, that's the one that was actually in our hold because our comic book store did good and put it in our hold because they were actually sold out too. Even Harley that we were talking to, he's one of the guys that works at our LCS. He's saying he was looking forward to it and wanted to get it too, but it was sold out, and pretty much the only ones that got it were the ones that had it on the hold.
Were the ones, yeah.
In the hold. Unless you got there like the day of, which because of your birthday, we went on Thursday, so we didn't have to go this earlier today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. I guess it's kind of worth mentioning as well. Yeah, my birthday was this past week. We did do a live stream on our channel. I mean, we didn't do anything for like the podcast format of it or anything, but
hey, Jeff Comic 813, thanks for joining us.
But yeah, if you are listening to this later on the podcast and you want to catch our live streams, they're every Saturday at Solgr Only YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/Solgr Only.
We gotta get more subs, guys.
I know it's kind of.
I noticed that on my YouTube that has 0 content, I'm at 139 subs. And I'm like, oh, maybe I should do some content.
Well,
maybe
we've kind of been planning other stuff to do. I mean, even I mean, there's actually like a lot of different things that we've kind of been planning.
He's an overachiever,
and there's already
like
a lot that we're already doing. I mean, at least me, because I do it, pretty much by myself, like between the podcast and the store and the blog. And
I just want to enjoy what I'm doing. And I don't want pressure to like do more. If I want to do more, I'll do more. I don't.
No,
want
I know.
Like,
it's all about having fun. I mean, we're not making money or anything yet or anything by this, but
yeah. I might do like some videos on my channel.
Yeah, NYC even says I don't understand sub growth at all. I don't think a lot of people do.
You're saying that he didn't do any of the videos for 3 weeks and he gained more subs doing than he have done for doing 3 videos 3 days in a row.
I lost a sub. It
is the weirdest thing. And what's crazy is even on my Instagram, I was gonna do a giveaway at 700. And now I'm like 10 away from 800. And
I think you're going to do one at 600.
Yeah, you're right. I was going to do one at 600 because I did one at 4. And then I was going to do one at 6. And then it got away from me. And now I'm almost to 8. And I'm like, I need to catch up.
Your Instagram one's been flying fast. Yeah. It's been growing really fast.
It has been. So thank you all who follow me on Instagram and
honestly,
see my random posts.
With the community and everything, the way I see kind of the fast, one of the fastest growth ways that I see on YouTube, at least with the community, is just being in chats and stuff,
That too.
And with how we are, since, you're normally watching on your phone and I'm normally lurking, listening, and you'll type what I say, I'm type this, or something. So
which everyone
that's why a lot of subs are kind of getting on yours.
Yeah.
So if we were watching from ours, and it's also weird because our show is known as Married with Issues, but the channel is Solgr Only, the channel isn't Married with Issues.
But on another note, I did start to read some of my Sandman Universe books, and I got through 4 in a stack this thick, and I was gonna get more read, But then he was falling asleep, and it was middle of the day, and I woke him up to Batman. And that's when we were watching Batman earlier.
89 Batman, yeah, Tim Burton.
And Michael Keaton was on with John Nicholson. Not
Jack.
John, Jack.
Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson. Jesus, I don't know what's wrong with me. But yeah, we watched that earlier for a little bit, but I did get some reading in, and I caught up a little bit on the Sandman universe. So I read issue 11 of Lucifer, and I think it's up to like issue 19 is how far I'm behind on all 4 of them. But then I also read Books of Magic, because I actually read all of the Sandman universe titles. And so this is Book of Magic's 11. And the way I've been reading them is in the order that they came out, because when I started reading them when they were coming out, because it's weird. They're like standalone, but in each different title, there's still something big that's happening that's
because then they cross over sometimes,
right.
Like the characters actually.
Yeah, like the one big thing that's affecting one title kind of crosses over and affects the other title, but it's not quite a crossover.
Well,
it's just all in the same world.
Right.
But it's still really good. I enjoy all of them. So I actually caught up on 13 of the Dreaming too. Because the Dreaming was the first one that came out after this.
Which isn't that the one?
Hey, Rod! Thanks for joining us.
Hey, what's going on, buddy? Wasn't Dreaming the one that
it's ending?
It's ending, but then we just saw in the solicitations that it's picking up, but like a new creative team.
Yeah.
But it's like the Dreaming and then like a subtitle. I don't think it was just the Dreaming again.
See,
I can't remember. But.
Yeah. And then I also read House of Whispers 13. So I'm still going to read more of the Sandman universe. I just caught up on 4 of the titles out of like the stack that's like this thick.
And I think we're going to finally watch a little bit more Doctor Who tonight too.
Yes. And we're going to get more in Doctor Who.
So, I mean, real quick though, on that Sandman universe, it sounds a lot like right now too, with the X-Men books, where at least maybe it's this way with the Sandman books as well. But with the X books, speaking like for me, I'm not reading all of them. I'm reading just a couple of them, and it doesn't seem like you really have to read all of them. I don't feel like I'm missing part of the story because I'm not reading New Mutants or Excalibur.
Exactly. Yeah. See, with each one of these, they're still their own separate title. They don't quite cross over, but the same.
But you are reading
supernatural universe is the key factor in all of them,
right.
to where it's like the science fiction of it, the world. It's they're still like.
But you are reading every book in the line, though.
Yeah, and I'm enjoying every book in the line.
So
I'm liking each part, each aspect of the world, because it's still all in continuity, the same universe.
So if you weren't reading 1 or 2 of them, do you think you would be missing parts of the overall plot if you weren't reading that book? Say like you weren't reading.
So far, not quite. Like, I mean, maybe a little bit, but not by much. I don't think I'm to the point where it really starts to cross over, because I noticed on a few other covers of what I need to catch up on that's in the stack out there in my reads is Corinthian is in Books of Magic, and no, I think it's Corinthian or it's Constantine. There's on the cover, so I know there's a slight crossover somewhere, and that's what I'm super excited to get to, because at this time it's still pretty standalone, so it's too early for me to say because I'm so far behind on what the current one is, because the Dreaming issue 19 came out like this last week or the week before, and I'm still only on 13 of the Dreaming. So I still have a ways to go before I can legitimately answer that question. I'll get back to you on that.
All right.
You might have to remind me. But no, I did want to say just Rick and Rod, I really enjoyed watching your show. It was great. We were going to try and hop on, but we didn't know if the internet would be able to handle it. And I kind of pretty much, I was hanging out for a bit and lurking while I got some of that done with the books.
Yeah, you were working on the filing. I know with the issues we were having earlier with Stay Puft's show, And with our show coming up tonight, I didn't want to, I didn't want to get all salty or something if it was going to be messing up again.
I'm proud of you. You didn't get salty earlier. It was just kind of like, oh, it's not working.
Yeah, it was really weird. I thought it would have been running better out there, but
that's what I thought too. But yeah, if you guys didn't see it, you should totally catch the replay because it was a good conversation.
Yeah, it was.
It was a good show.
They are every week. I love Pup show that he does.
Yeah, Pup show was good too.
And,
I was having California Blend on.
And Pup,
which was really awesome to see her first appearance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, it was really awesome. I mean, because, with the art that's always been behind Pup, I've always wanted to see her because I've always heard her by name, like who did it, and I've just never really
seen her. Her art
her.
is good. Her art is really good.
I know, if ever, yeah. Like the Spawn, like I'd hell get the Spawn one, the Green Arrow one was dope, and
I wish I could draw, but I can't. I can do like little stick figures. You can draw better than me. I
wish I could draw like I used to.
This is his drawing. Oh, it's upside down.
And that's also like how many years old?
Like, God,
I don't even know.
That's a good question. It
was when we were first together, right? It was around then.
This April will be our 7th
so it's probably
anniversary. I think it's about 4 years.
Oh, more than that. I was going to say about 6, maybe. Because we've been together 7.
Say 5. Yeah.
So like
but going
5,
on
maybe.
7.
Yeah.
I'd say 5.
Yeah, I'd say 5 probably.
Because it wasn't until about the 2nd year that I really got caught up on the Marvel Universe and then the nerd stuff and the Doctor Who stuff.
Yeah, that's what was funny is that I wasn't really watching the MCU movies too much yet. I mean, I love like Iron Man. I mean, I was watching them, but not.
Here's the colored version of Patches.
Not like later. Oh yeah, because
I love
you did
Patches. Patches is such a cute little rabbit.
I still really want to tattoo that on you.
California Blend art was really cool. Looking forward to meeting her at MegaCon. Yeah, see, that's going to be so awesome.
Oh,
that's like what my goal is. I'm hoping that we can pull off is that maybe next year we'll be able to save up enough money to go to one of the cons to where it's like you give your company enough notice in advance that, hey, we're going out of town or we're like, we just need to save up the money and be strategic financially. That's going to be one of my goals in 2021 is to go to one of the not quite major cons, but one of the
definitely bigger than the ones we have here.
Yeah, definitely either one like Emerald City or Florida or California. Well, yeah, probably one in Florida or one in
even
Seattle,
even maybe Vegas, Arizona, maybe.
That's
Denver. I think Denver would be an awesome one.
Yeah, Denver would be an awesome one. Yeah, see, so it's like that's gonna be my goal in our goal in 2021 is I want us to be able to go out to a con in Florida where we like just get a hotel room for
even Garel, my first con could be with you guys,
right?
And honestly, because he's not. I mean, he's down in Texas, right? So I mean, we can even go to. I mean, hell, Texas has a lot of them.
Yeah,
Houston, San Antonio,
and
Dallas.
Price books down there. We can make a pit stop and drive.
Yeah,
we can smoke in our own car.
I've always wanted to.
Have to check out the mechanic to be sure it'll last that long.
Because we don't have a half price here, and
I want a half price book so bad.
There's been rumors about one coming for a long time, but I don't know.
That would be.
I mean, as far as
epic.
I know, I don't think there's one like in Ogden or Layton or up north or south. Like
it would be really epic if we go to our first con and outside of the state and we get like that goals. See. Financial,
I love that.
We got to keep responsibly, put money in savings, and be strategic. You can do anything.
NYC says NYCC. New York Comic Con. We have a history of putting people on planes who have never been on it. She's never flown.
I've never been on a plane. I told my mom that I'd never been on a plane. She's like, "Yeah, you have." I was like, "No, I haven't." She's like, "Yeah, you were too little." I'm like, "No, I have never been on a plane."
Actually. The first time I was on a plane, I don't remember it, but my mom always told me about it, was to New York when I was like baby, like really little.
I probably was like infant if she says I was on a plane because I don't remember it. I don't ever remember being on a plane.
And then I flew quite a bit growing up, like because we traveled a lot when I was younger. But the crazy thing is,
I was probably like maybe 1, and you don't remember anything when you're 1.
That's probably about the age I was. I guess what my mom told me when we flew to New York when
This is true, which was pretty epic when Jeffrey went out there. That was awesome. That was awesome.
Hey, Area 51.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the crazy thing is I've been on planes many times, but it's been so long since I've been on one. Like, I don't think I've even been on one since 9/11.
I would want a window seat.
Oh, yeah.
What's funny is...
Window or aisle, you don't want middle.
What's funny is I, for a while there, I was kind of afraid to go on a plane, but I was more eager to go in a helicopter. I so badly want to be able to go in a helicopter at, like, dusk when it, like, starts to get dark, to where it's like I can kind of see from up above the distance of, like, the valley and where this is at and where that's at, and then be up in the plane long enough during sunset that it's like I get to see the light, or what I used to call stars from below, glow. Because it's like like, you don't see the stars here too well because of all the lights, and this, like, you can really see them better camping. But there's a few spots that we go to in, like, the east side or up high in the mountains, to where when you look over the whole valley, you see just all the lights, and so I just see it as, like, stars below, because it's like, it's just how we're seeing it.
And you go up high enough when the clouds, when the clouds get really low,
like the top of the world. There's a place here that's up by the capital of Utah where they call it the top of the world, and it's really just this high point where you're able to see the entire valley, and it's just like a fishbowl of us here. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is crazy here, like how you always call it a fishbowl, though. Yeah, because how it's like because we're like in a valley, and then we have mountains on both sides.
Yeah, so it's like when you go up to the mountains, you're able to see everything down. It's cool. I like it. Yeah. Plane feels like you're in a hotel room with too much air blowing around.
Yeah, because NYC was talking about, he's been on a few helicopter rides, too.
That would be fun.
I contemplated, when I was planning on proposing to you, I contemplated helicopter ride. And I even looked up, like, helicopter tours. Like, I even started looking it up. There was something that kept me from doing it, and I can't remember really what it was.
I still enjoyed the way you proposed, though.
I mean, because when I proposed,
it may be a little...
It was in September, so I don't think it really would have been the weather yet.
It was your mom's birthday.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
It might be a little morbid, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's who we are, so I mean... Well, not like really. I guess it's depending on how you look at it, because I actually really enjoyed the way that you proposed. It was your mom's birthday, and we had gone to her grave, and we're putting flowers, and it was on the bench that has their last name on it, and,
like the family bench, yeah.
But anyways, back to recent reads. We get sidetracked so easily, guys. I don't know how we're still alive.
All right, yeah, we've talked many times how this is our. Pretty much both of us, like one of our favorite series going right now.
This is a 5 out of 5.
And this was probably the best book in the series.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say.
There's a real stinger on the first page. There's a real stinger on the last page. It's from beginning to end. If you watched the Netflix series Daredevil and saw, what was it, the third season?
Well, they did one every season.
Yeah.
But they kept getting longer each one.
Yeah.
The one shot.
But that really epic one shot, like, fight scene that they did.
But the best one was in the third.
Yeah, it was in the third. Like, it was just so epic, well done. That's the, like, only way I can explain this book. So it's like, if you're not reading this, you have to be reading it. Which that's, what is it, Daredevil 19? Daredevil 19, Inferno, 1 of 2, Kitchen's Fall. So get this. I read this last night, and I was like, oh my God, this is so good. You have to read it. You have to read it. And then I took the picture and I started to make the post, and I was like, you have to read it. And I, like, literally put it right in front of him, turned to the first page, like, read it. And he was like, I know, I'm doing this right now. And I'm like, okay, but you need to read it. So then, as I'm waiting for him to read it, and I'm just so eager because I wanted to talk to somebody about it, I ended up reading it a second time. And then that was when I was like, put it right in front of him and started, like, opening the pages, like, hey, look at this, read it.
Yeah.
And so then he's like, okay, fine, I'll read it. And he goes to open it, and he's like, it's just so dark, because we have not the best lighting in the living room.
Yeah.
So I literally turned on the flashlight to my phone and held it over just so that it would be bright enough for him during the entire time that he read it. And I took I was like, this ain't love. I don't know what it is.
You haven't
I'm
posted
like,
those pictures, right?
Yeah, no, I haven't
But
posted
we're going
them.
to.
I was planning on posting them, but
At least I am.
I like legit held the flashlight on my phone over it just so that he could have like the full epicness of like, because like out in the living room on my coffee table side, I have the lights closer to me, so when I do read later in the evening, it's like I still can see just fine. But where you're at, it's like kind of dull and like it's a little darker.
But it's just not. Yeah, it's not the best.
But yeah, there's proof that I literally was just so eager for him to read it that I held my flashlight with my phone over it like this for at least 10, 15 minutes.
Like I said, this is my favorite issue in the run so far.
And like the whole time I was like, yeah, he's getting to that part.
I mean, I've always been a big fan of Chiquero's work since reading the artist on it, Old Man Hawkeye last year. And this is the best issue I've seen him do. His art in this is incredible, and it's beginning to end nonstop.
Yeah.
There's awesome panels in it.
It's
I'm not really gonna get into spoilers or anything too crazy or anything, but
I would totally use those splash pages as a splash page Saturday, but to avoid spoilers, I would wait a couple weeks.
Yeah,
because it's like I don't want to be the one to spoil it, and the splash pages that are in there would be spoilers.
And I love the stinger at the end, and which I kind of knew was coming just because of a solicitation,
right?
A recent one.
So you were kind of spoiled on it, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's my favorite series going right now.
They're knocking it out.
Daredevil's one of those characters that has just so many legendary epic runs over his history.
But he's underrated.
Somehow he still is, right? Yeah. You know, I mean...
I get why Ant-Man's still kind of underrated.
I mean, Daredevil does have, like, a lot of fans and stuff, but he's still... I mean, obviously the Netflix show and stuff kind of
brought him... Yes, you do definitely need to catch up.
Brought him to the forefront a little bit. The Netflix show did. So, like, without the Netflix show, he would even be, you know, kind of lower down, but... Yeah, this run right now, Chip Zdarsky is good. I hope he stays on it for a while.
So good.
Definitely. But I also want to see him, like we said on a recent one. Chip Zdarsky would, you know, he would be my pick for a writer that I would love to see, you know, get bumped up to, you know, like a main event book or.
I am going to just like it makes me want to just go out and get all the copies just so I can send them to Gerald to read. Like
for real,
it's such a good read.
So this is issue 20, 6 ID. So
I'm 6 months behind. There's so much that happened.
If it hasn't came out already, I would think book 3 of this run in trade should be coming out because they usually do the 6 issues. Yeah. This was issue 19, so I would think book 3 would be coming out soon.
I think so. It's good. I am going to work on that because that.
I probably said I have to wait for it to come on Marvel Unlimited, which is 6 months behind. Ooh, so 6 months behind, then yeah, that's got to be back in like issue 12 or 13.
And I just caught up on those ones because we fell behind. Those ones are still really good too.
I know. Like, I was behind too. I had to read. I had to read a good, probably about that much. I had to read a good 6 or 7 issues.
Yeah, because I read 14, 15. 16, 17, and then this one came out, and it's been really good. I might get my foot stuck, so hopefully that I didn't just set myself up. But yeah, I just needed to move.
One time I was sitting in school, I was sitting like that with both my legs under me like that, and I was like kind of rocking, and I tipped too far back, and you can't pull your legs out, so I just yelled, "Help me!" and like as I just fell right on my face.
I could see that just happening, and you're just help me.
The funny thing is, I was in elementary when I did it too, so I was like little.
Well, and speaking of, there was one time my little sister, we were like maybe 7 or 8 at the time, maybe 6 or 7, and we were sitting on these stools in the kitchen, and they were like the spinny kind, but we were also kind of tipping them back, holding onto the counter to see how far we could tip the stool back. And my mom had told us to quit doing it, you know, knock it off. You're going to hurt yourself. And my sister, we swear to God, she's protected by the devil. She just is like, she's gone through some crazy shit and she's survived, and she's a little demon seed, but we do love her to death. But she was just like, haha, no, I'm not, being a sarcastic to my mom, and the stool ended up falling out from under her, and she somehow was able to like catch herself, and it was just like, I told you not. Yeah, it was funny. I'm pretty sure she remembers that one with the stool, but yeah.
Hey,
Childhood.
Jackio.
The days I miss.
Yeah, Jackio even says in chat, hey folks, caught up on who yet?
Right?
No, but we were saying
Tonight,
earlier,
yeah.
After the show, we're gonna watch
Jejune.
it.
Yeah.
What? It's something with the Jadoon. I can't remember the name of it. Prisoner? Is it something about a prisoner? I could have sworn.
It's Jejune.
I'm sure. I'm sure Jackie will.
Yeah.
Remember it.
I think
Which we heard is. I mean, we're not spoiled on it or anything, but we heard it's it's a really good one.
It's the one my mom says that it like really takes off, and she's surprised I haven't been spoiled yet.
Yeah.
Which we were kind of spoiled on, because an older character comes back from David Tennant's.
We knew that,
era, which we knew. But yeah,
and I am kind of spoiled on another thing. I don't know if you are yet. We haven't talked about it, but
probably
we'll see when it happens.
But seriously, I need to figure out how to just turn it on, because I don't know how to work the DVR and where the recorded episodes are, because I'm not tech savvy. But
I mean, I want to watch it and stuff too, but there's all this other
times
stuff
where I'm telling him, let's watch you, and then we don't watch it, and I'm like,
and then when we
finally do, and we just binge watch it and watch like several episodes.
That's usually how we do it. Fugitive of the Jadoon, that's what it was, right? Okay, yeah, so good. Yeah, Jackie said. Ooh.
Did you scream "help me" when she's? That was great. That was the funniest. Help me! No one's gonna help you.
I know, that's what's funny, because yeah, I said it then too.
Yeah, it was great. Good stuff.
So another thing.
Good stuff.
Did I start reading this yesterday? I read. Okay, so this is obviously Frank Miller's epic Dark Knight Returns. I started rereading it the other day. I think it might have been last night. But
that'd be cool. He's gonna give some Star Wars Funko Pops. I'm probably gonna give them out in the Star Wars fan community. That'd be real cool. I'm thinking of getting like an extra copy of Mercy to do in my giveaway.
I know
certain things, so it's gonna get there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do a giveaway. It's just gonna be
because I know we want to
finding the books. Yeah.
I mean, how many covers did they? Well, what was cool is not our main LCS, but the second one we go to, they had a shop exclusive cover for Mercy.
Mm-hmm.
And when we were there, she said that they still did have a few left. I don't know if they'd be gone by now, but
it's in the thought process, because it's gonna take a couple. It's gonna take till I get my tax return back.
But yeah,
to get books for the giveaway. But
Dark Knight Returns. I did read this. Hell, I don't know, decades ago. It's been a long time. So, just another one of those epic stories.
Like last night or the night before that you started reading it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you even have my old card.
This one was yours. That means it for
our old show notes from like
Spotlight number 1. It was when we did the first spotlight on Matt on the Blue at 7.
Yep. We use random bookmarks. Like my bookmark in Batman Damned right now is a printed out copy of our whole full list.
Oh, it is. That's right.
So yeah. But you've been enjoying that read, haven't you? Like, you read it before. Are you remembering everything as much as it was the first time, or?
It's been so long. I had to start recording the audio again. I don't know how long the last one recorded. It's only up to 30 in the web browser. Okay, so yeah, it stopped. So this will be the next segment.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it is very really dangerous to collect figures and toys as well. It's dangerous.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, all the different things, statues, figures, pops,
just
books,
collecting
trays,
comics is dangerous. Like,
yeah, even just one of those.
Yeah.
Any of those things. Yeah, I all just said it, but then when you collect all of them. But no, to answer your question real quick, it's been so long since I've read it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's literally practically like reading it for the first time again.
Which, I don't know if we mentioned this last week, but there's been even more stuff coming out about Batman with Hasn't there been?
There was
Isn't
there
there
was
like
some
a
with it recent. Oh, the first shots of the Batmobile.
yeah, the first track to the Batmobile? That's where it
Yeah,
was.
I don't think we talked about that last week.
Which I'm excited
but
for. I think they might be doing good.
I still have some
I'm
apprehensions,
still a little nervous, but I think it might be good.
But I think it could still be good for sure.
It could possibly be good.
Yeah, because it was the director. It was Matt Reeves himself who released these images. There was 3 images of the Batmobile.
You see, the only difference though, Carol, is we don't have kids. We just live on a toddler diet and have a bunch of toys all over the place. But when we do get a cat, we'll probably put up some of the action figures and displays because the cat will knock it all off.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put a lot of the display. Mm-hmm. I mean, in here, because we're really good at keeping this door shut, anyways.
Yeah.
Since we smoke in the living room, and we always, this door's always shut if we're not in it.
These are all my children in here. These are my children.
I know, that's what you always refer to them as.
Oh goodness gracious!
But yeah, like in the rest of the house, we put a lot of the displays away for sure. Yeah. Once we get a cat, which
that would be fun though. Just the excitement though, like nieces and nephews are good too. It works. Right. It works. But yeah, no, what one was it? The Dark Knight Returns is what it is you're reading.
Yeah, it's what I'm reading right now, which I mean, there's quite a few. I mean, there's so much stuff we have like in trade and Omni and stuff like that I can't wait to read and get to. And
this series is also really good, and I don't know how you're not caught up on it yet. Because
I have been reading it.
You started the first trade, but
I honestly don't know what book you're holding, so that's why I'm kind of guessing.
It's like one of my all-time favorites, and it was a really good read.
I know what it is.
And the ending and the splash page at the end was like,
I don't know how I haven't gotten more into this.
So good. I don't know how you haven't either, but there's a few people in the community that like it as much as I do, but
for how many awards it wins and stuff, you don't hear about it like you think, like you should be hearing about it.
This is such a good series, and this issue is really good.
But for the audio listeners, monstrous.
Yes, monstrous. I just read issue 26, and it is glorious.
We actually just we went to our second regular LCS. And we saw a collected edition there of Monstrous that I didn't know they had even put out. It's it's like an it's easily an Omni, yeah.
And it was like an oversized hardcover, and it was like just beautiful.
It was gorgeous.
I hadn't seen it before because I have like the first 2 trades. Because when I started getting this, I started at issue 13. Because
you bought the trades first when you found it.
Yeah, it was when we started to get back into collecting and reading more that I come across it, and when I come across it, I had seen the issues on the shelf, and then I went back and looked at the trades on the shelf, and I had found it, and I had found the trade paperback volume, the first trade, which is like the first 6 issues. And I read the back of that to see kind of, get an idea of like the world and the story and what it's about. And I was like, yeah, I'm getting it. And so then I got the first trade, loved it, read through it, read it so quick that I like immediately the following week went and got the second trade. And well, no, it wasn't the second trade. So it was actually it was the first trade that I got. I read it quick, and then that's when 13 and like 14 were already out at the time, but they were like maybe a couple months out, so they were still like the not quite back issues, but wall books, whatever you would call it. Yeah,
at our main house. And
that's when I started to pick up with issue 13, and so I have 13 through 26 in issues, and then I have the first 2 trades, and the story is just incredible. Santa Decade's art is beautiful, and Marjorie Liu's writing is just, I probably butchered her name, but this series,
Marjorie Liu.
Yeah, if you can see it, this series is really, really good.
Hey, downright.
It's one of my favorite reads, and I just read 26, so it's good. But seeing that oversized trade book hardcover,
Yeah.
glorious.
Which, and then I immediately looked on
Downright. Hey, Super Russ. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, hey, Super Russ. I was going to shout him out. We're going to try and get him on next week's show.
Yes.
Which is our issue 50. And
issue
then it
50.
will be our third edition of the Comic Community Spotlight that we do once a month for our March edition.
Yes. Happy belated birthday, says Downright.
Oh, thank you so much, Downright.
He's an old man now.
And if anyone's listening to this on the audio, on the podcast format, make sure you check out Downright Nerdy Podcast as well on, I'm pretty sure, they're probably on
iTunes.
iTunes especially,
YouTube.
I think
Instagram. They're doing a really killer giveaway too, so you should definitely go follow them.
Yeah, their giveaway too.
They're giving away a lot of cool stuff.
And they also have their YouTube channel as well.
Yes.
They're on YouTube too.
Yes, you should totally be following them and watching their content because it's glorious. It's good.
It is. So that's what I was saying. It's
really
became a Sunday tradition and stuff too. When we watch, when the video gets up on YouTube, we usually put it on the TV and.
Ooh,
and then
I'm
and Super Russ did say next week sounds good. So that's
You found another monstrous. That's big stack of books. It's probably a few others in there I'm still looking for. Yeah, I am super stoked on that, and I'm gonna get you back for those because I just read 26, so I have 13 through 26, and it's such a good story.
You know what's funny? Since hearing about his story about that come up, I downloaded Let Go, and I've kind of been
he's actually
been keeping an eye out for just anyone selling books or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I did find a guy close that was selling some trades and stuff at a really good deal, and I kind of hit him up and stuff, but nothing like that. 1,000 plus books.
That's okay. We do what we gotta do, and then we do what we gotta do when we have to do it, so that we can later do what we want to do when we want to do it. So.
Oh yeah, that's all good. Yeah.
But
it's good to take a break too, to have a week off and.
This is true too. Yeah, because sometimes it can be overload doing a lot of content. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if it was like an all-day thing and it was like beneficial, then I wouldn't mind it so much because all of you are just so incredibly awesome and so cool and so fun to talk to all the time.
Well,
that I really love this outlet of being able to like socialize without having to leave the house.
Right. Well, because we don't really. I mean, we don't talk to anybody. I mean, only people we talk to are people in the community.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Like we don't talk to
local
talk to the people.
We talk to the people at the LCS.
At our LCS, yeah.
Harley and
Dave and Andy and what's cool about the guys at our LCS, the assistant manager Andy, he and another guy that doesn't work at the LCS though, but they have their own. It's a local publishing company, so they publish their own books and stuff, comics and whatnot. I'm surprised we haven't even shown. Yeah, we have the trade. If I knew where it was, I'd grab it to show you. But Salt City Strangers is what it's called.
Oh, I know exactly where it's at.
Admittedly, I haven't read it yet, but I'm gonna read it really soon because I did start the first page, and right off the bat, it has them at Emo's grave, which is like a local. Like urban legend kind of thing, and it was actually a big part of honestly like my childhood and stuff, like horror stories and local urban legends and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool to see on literally the first page of that trade, and I really need to read it. And they're actually the ones that did. We showed it I think a few weeks back. The sketch variants of the Deadpool and the Ant-Man ones. Yeah, Super Russ says, wait, there's people outside? I hear there is.
Maybe it's not where I thought it was.
It was, but I thought it was in there too. Oh. I'm not sure, because this is where we put most of our like indie stuff. And if it's Salt City, it would be right here after Saga before Sandman, but it's not in there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find that. Yeah, speaking of this, our first Golden Age stuff. We did show that a little while back. I love those Golden Rangers.
wonder.
That's gonna kind of bug me if we don't find that now.
I found the Ruthless that they do, and we have 1 and 2. But that's... Huh. I thought I knew exactly where it was at, but I guess not.
And I swear, I thought I literally just saw it there.
It should have been there.
Yeah.
Huh. We'll get back to you on that. I thought I knew exactly where it was at.
Yeah. Anyways, he said, "What's happening?" Yeah, we were talking about a book that the assistant manager of our main LCS, he's part of Velody Studios is what it's called.
I wonder if it's out in your stack.
I mean,
to reads.
I could have grabbed it and took it out there with the intention of starting to read it again.
Or I know it's around here somewhere. We'll have to post it.
Yeah, we'll have to find it.
Because I know that kind of has me baffled because I have everything cataloged so well that I'm like, wait, where would it be? Yeah. Huh. I could have I thought I knew exactly where it was at. It should have still been in the bin in my trades.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
But.
And it's kind of because they have some other books, and it's kind of like
box before we put the sentimentals in there.
Yeah.
But it's not we'll find it and share. I'll probably post it later. But yeah, the beginning of it is like I was saying when they're at Emo's grave. It's a local urban legend around it's in the Salt Lake Cemetery. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
After this, I'm gonna find it.
I know it gets it craws at sticks at your craw, your OCD and stuff. When you swear you know where something is and you go to get it and it's not there, and
throws me off.
Yeah, it does.
I'm gonna find it and I'll probably post it. But yeah,
I'm
kind of bummed I don't know exactly where it's at right now. Like I have a good idea where it's at.
It's gonna be
or where to look.
I know it's gonna be
you also move a lot of books all over the place. Like I try to I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it's behind one of those. I really wouldn't be surprised.
Behind these are still the sentimental books from our sentimental episode 3 weeks ago.
No, I put the majority of them back. Well, at least I put the ones that I took out back.
Yeah, these are my Punisher #1, Daredevil #1. Well, not.
Sometimes we're organized, sometimes we're not. I guess it's
not like Daredevil #1, the first #1, but the Kevin Smith Daredevil #1.
Got something in my eye. Sorry, guys.
Which this one's like a personal key for me.
Yeah, it's around here somewhere. I'm gonna find it. But the last of the book that I did read recently was Ant-Man #2, and I've been enjoying it.
I think that one's
It was pretty good. It's Scott Lang.
Is it going to be a 5-issue mini or 6?
I think so.
I think 5 or 6.
Yeah.
I know it's a planned mini from the solicitations, but
I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good read, and I am excited for the next one.
Yeah, written by Zeb Wells. I knew you're still looking for that.
There's a little drawer that we have right here on the desk. And so I was thinking maybe it was in there, but it wasn't.
Which I've been.
This was a good read. I've been liking it. At first, I wasn't sure if I was going to enjoy it because I wasn't sure where the content is getting aimed towards audience wise, if it's a mature read or if it's
more for geared a little bit towards a younger reader.
Yeah, so I was kind of nervous about it, but then when I read the first one, I really liked it, and then I read the second one, and I still enjoyed it.
Which so there has been Ant-Mans that.
Yeah.
So
this one, I enjoyed. I thought it was a good read.
But I did read the last mini.
By Scott Lang and Monstrous.
Well, we both did the last mini that Ant-Man. It was the Ant-Man and the Wasp one, right? Because it was probably around the time the film came out, I'm sure.
I know it's around here somewhere. That's
I know you're still.
I know it's around here. I'm gonna find it right after the show.
I
bet you anything I will.
I actually haven't talked about this yet. You know what? I'm looking forward to a series that's starting soon. Jerry Duggan's Cable.
Oh yeah, that's
series.
true. That one was good too.
I mean, it's no secret Jerry Duggan. You know, probably my favorite.
It's not
I would
an
say
easy
probably
thing
my
to
favorite
keep up with
writer
books.
on my favorite character. You know,
True.
my favorite writer on Deadpool. And he writes an awesome Deadpool, and then like in the issues when Cable would inevitably show up, he wrote a good Cable. So
that's one
even
thing.
though this is the younger Cable though.
That's one thing I do know. I want to do for my giveaways. I want to get some Dead Eyes, because if you're not reading Dead Eyes, you should be. It's really good. Jerry Duggan's writing it. It used to be Dead Rabbit, but that's one book that I want to go out and buy like, because
the first trade actually just came out.
Yeah.
If that's where you were going with it, was the trade.
Well,
I don't know if that's where you're going with it,
but it's still in the
yeah.
works up in here. That I'm working on a giveaway here soon, but that Dead Eyes is going to be something that I want to include in my giveaway, because I just really love the series and it should be well known. So
yeah, Dan Wright asks, what are your favorite indies of all time?
Ooh, Monstrous.
I mean, mine, I have to
Pearl,
say Spawn. Even though Spawn, I mean, it's big enough to where it almost isn't even indie anymore, you know,
Right.
but
Pearl I enjoyed though. I really enjoyed Scarlet. Scarlet I enjoyed.
One of my favorites right now is Lady Mechanica.
Lady Mechanica is really good.
That's
really good.
Which I don't really see people talking about too much. And RLCS orders it, but I swear to God, they only order like 3 or 4 issues.
Mm-hmm.
And that's counting the one that's on our pull.
Doctor Who and Star Trek 2. Year 5 was really good. The Q conflict with Star Trek was really good. I enjoyed that. That was some of my favorite indie stuff.
I still need to read this.
I don't know how you haven't already read it. Scarlet's over there, and so is
Star Trek: The Next Generation, Doctor Who. Oh, Assimilation. That's what this one was called. Yeah. In hardcover, put out by IDW. Mm-hmm. The 2 greatest science fiction properties of all time cross over for the first time in Star Trek: The Next Generation, Doctor Who, Assimilation.
Cyborg and Cybermen. It was a good. It was a good read.
It's the 11th Doctor. Yeah. It's a Matt Smith Doctor in it.
I also like Serenity for a while too.
God, the art.
I fell behind on it, but when it was coming out at first, I was really enjoying Serenity. Labyrinth. That it was a 12-issue mini run of Labyrinth that I really enjoyed, and it was the coronation of Jareth.
That was awesome. Yeah,
that was a really good read. And then, like, with each issue that came out, they would have 2 different versions of the same book, where one had like a border and the other one didn't. And my OCD was like, okay, I got the one with the border last time. This one I'm gonna get the one without. And it's just, I still love all the covers that I have. But
I forgot how
that was a good one. Saga, see, even Saga, that's a good one too. Yeah, because
I know Saga goes like almost goes without saying.
Yeah, because that one I'm on book 6, and I almost started reading it this afternoon.
Yeah, Saga we both got into late, but we've kind of been reading it slow with big breaks in between, because we don't want to hit that catch-up point.
Yeah.
To when, there's been this hiatus for
I paced
so
myself
long.
With it. Yeah. But I am on book 6 of Saga.
I'm like
halfway through book 6, and then I'll be on book 7.
You're on book 6. I think I'm on book 4 or 5, somewhere right there.
Yeah. I'm on book 6.
That's another
I'm like halfway
series
through book 6.
Yeah, see, in NYC, it's been torture.
That's why I'm pacing myself. I'm like, okay, I need to just hit the brakes and get back to it.
That's another series that I kind of want to double dip and get the those bigger, oversized hardcovers of Saga.
There's
pretty much on
issue
like on me side.
25 of Saga that I want to find. It was a wraparound variant, and
there's a couple singles I want to find
for it, and I haven't been able to find it anywhere. But I had come across the cover, and it was just beautiful, and I'm pretty sure it was issue 25. It's either 24 or 25. I'm pretty sure it's 25 that was a wraparound, and every time I look in both our LCSs, the lowest number they have is like 40 or 60, and there's
in the 30s, I think.
Yeah, but or when
I
you
think
do
they
come
stopped
across it's like I think the lowest.
I think they stopped it. I think the hiatus was at 50 or like 54 or 53. I think it's like in the 50 or low 50s. I think
because there's some of those issues I would love to have a single, like some of the covers I really love, and I love how it shows the covers in like the book. So it's like some of those I'm trying to find.
Yeah, and I'd meant to shout out to Kavi NYC too. He AOK'd us the slab. I think it's a
yes, which is over with all of 50. The pops out there. Yeah,
I forget the issue number just because the cover is so gorgeous, so incredible.
I love that
it's a virgin cover.
Yeah, I have it right next to all of my pops because
like, all our Saga ones. Yeah,
because when we did the Instagram live and I moved too fast with the phone, I kind of showed the table across has all of my Saga pops, and then at the end is the Saga slab, which is really awesome. And I just can't thank you enough, Kavi. That was just so wicked cool that you sent us that. It's gorgeous. Yeah, we have it up on display out there too with the rest of our Saga stuff.
Yeah, NYC also said he has all the hardcovers on him too, and they're incredible.
The art is so good.
What's cool about
it's just incredible.
The thing I like about a lot of the indie oversized like compendiums or omnis or oversized hardcovers is they're usually a lot cheaper than
like those on
Marvel and
DC
are
only like $10, $5-10.
Yeah, even their trades. Yeah,
Unnatural has 3 trades because it's 4 issues a trade.
Yeah, and then some indies I've noticed Marvel and DC they normally do like the 6-issue trades for like the regular
Postal. That's one of my favorites too.
I haven't read that one yet. We have
that one. I don't know how you haven't read yet. Like I love
You know what I did? I
read through them so fast. They were so good.
It literally just dawned on me that we have, and I haven't even started them yet. We have the first 2 books of first 2 trades of Gideon Falls. I haven't started those yet. We have the first 2 trades of Lady Killer, which I almost started the other night. Which is Joelle Jones. Which didn't she tease something on Instagram? I think she's getting back into it.
I think she is. I think
she posted something on it, and I have a feeling we're gonna love that.
Hey Superior, thanks for joining us too. We're just chilling, doing our Married with Issues later than usual because we attempted to be on with Stay Puft, which was a really good show. Again, I am still just so curious as to where exactly that book is at.
The Soul City Strangers.
I bet you anything, it's like right under my nose. Like,
I have a feeling it's going to be one of those, yeah.
Like, I feel like that book right over there could be that, and I just overlooked it, but I just, it's around here somewhere. I know it is.
All right, and then getting into our next segment here in a second, we'll be getting into the news.
Sometimes. Yeah, it's hard. I really enjoy trade reading more than issue reading, but some of the stories that I get in issues, I am so happy that I read in issues because it's like I'm getting it as it's coming out, and then I may be behind on it, but when I catch up on it, I'm like, oh wow, that was a really good issue. But the thing I like about trades is they're easier to read on the go. Because it's like with the issues, you have to take it out of the bag and board each book. But with the trade, you just turn the page. So it's like I'm kind of torn on that aspect where, like, when we first got back into collecting and reading more, I was like, at some point, I would read nothing but trades.
Yeah.
Like, I would just wait for issues to come out in trade. But when I got caught up on Monstrous is when I started to get the single issues, and then I started to look at other issues, but I still prefer the read of trades over the read of issues, but it's it's good. Yeah.
All right, getting into some of the news this week. I didn't really get down a bunch, but there was something it was at least posted today, but thanks to the Joker's success, film studios are investing in R-rated dark comic book movies, resulting in Spawn getting the go-ahead. Finally, McFarlane says that it will film this year, and a further indication that they're gearing up for full production comes from some interesting casting news. Josh Gad, or a Josh Gad type actor, is being eyed to play the Violator, which was the role that John Leguizamo played him in, in the first Spawn. What?
I'm a grown child. I saw a preview for something today that I think looks good and I want to see. I probably won't see it in theaters, but on like Netflix or whatever. They're remaking Scooby-Doo. They're doing an origin, and it's
It actually looked
Me
decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually looked good. The art style looked good too.
I liked the animation. It looks good. I remember watching Scooby-Doo as a kid, and so seeing that trailer today kind of was like, I want to see it because it's like an origin story of Scooby-Doo. And
yeah, because in the trailer it shows him as a puppy, and it shows when him and Shaggy like meet. Yeah.
Which you just reminded me of it when you were saying that it was coming out. I don't know what it exactly reminded me, but yeah, I just recalled seeing the trailer earlier.
We watched it today. Yeah, it was the first time we've seen it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I came across it on Instagram, and I think the art, like the way that they're doing it, I like the animation. I think they went in the right direction, and it's one that I would probably see, but not in theaters. I'd wait until it like, but that's just like my inner child, It's like,
yeah, I don't think I would really, go see it in theater. I mean, I don't remember the release date or anything on it, but
it's one I would at least see. Like Ralph Breaks the Internet. I was so happy I finally saw that one. I loved that movie.
Yeah.
We
met. Yeah, Wreck-It
Ralph is one of my favorite kid animation movies, and then like Ralph Breaks the Internet was a good one too. But
I love Big Hero 6.
I'm excited for Big Hero 6 was so good.
I loved Big Hero 6.
Yeah.
Hey John's Comics with Kids.
Thanks for joining us.
I mean, but getting back to this Spawn casting news, Josh Gad he's an incredible actor, but I'm trying to like picture him as the Violator. I don't know.
You'd be surprised with some actors. Sometimes they pull it off.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you go back to the first film, I mean, John Leguizamo, he was awesome.
Leguizamo as an actor, and he's so good. I loved him in a Burlesque.
I haven't really seen that.
Not Burlesque. It was oh God.
You're thinking of Miss Tu Wong Fu and all that.
No. That's a really good one.
He is in that though, isn't he?
Yeah. He is in Miss Tu Wong Fu. Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar, which is a really good movie. But no, it's not Burlesque. It's the one with
The Pest? That's the first movie I remember him with him.
No, the one where it's like it's not Burlesque, but it's Lady Marmalade, the
Moulin Rouge.
Moulin Rouge, yeah.
I didn't really see that.
You haven't seen Moulin Rouge?
No, I remember the song and everything from it, of course, but
John Leguizamo was so good in Moulin Rouge, and I can't believe I thought Burlesque was Moulin Rouge. That's like completely different. But those are two really good movies that I like.
You know what? It wasn't exactly a small part, but it wasn't a big part either that he had. But Assault on Precinct 13, like the Ethan Hawke movie and everything. And that was an awesome film too. And Leguizamo was good in it, even though it wasn't like a starring role or a huge role or anything like that.
Yes, I hope your auction went well. I don't watch auctions all that often because I'm like, I don't have no money to buy these books. But if I had the money, I would watch them more. But no, I do hope your auction went good.
Yeah. So also in casting news stuff too, I remember hearing his name thrown around, Kristen Bale, for casting rumors for Thor: Love and Thunder. But recently Tessa Thompson confirmed Christian Bale will play the villain in Thor: Love and Thunder. We don't know what villain.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything about that. But
I'm super stoked on.
Bale is a villain though. I mean, I'm trying to think of.
I think he could do it.
No, I know he can. I mean, if I'm trying to remember,
what villain is he?
He kind of gets a little villainous. The Prestige. which I don't think you've seen that, right? I keep telling. It's on our list of movies to get.
I haven't seen it, no.
Him and Hugh Jackman, they're like magicians. Tesla himself plays a role in it, and I love that movie. But yeah, I'm trying to think, like, who do you think it can be? I mean, if he's like, I think there was rumors at one time about him being like the was it like the God Butcher? I think from Jason Aaron's.
It is also fun to hang in the chat. I'm starting to chat more too, instead of lurk. But
well, yeah. I mean,
random.
They probably mean like in auctions and stuff too. Yeah. And they are. I mean, auctions are. I always have fun watching auctions and stuff too. Even though I kind of haven't really hung out in one for a little while, because when I was, admittedly, I was probably buying a lot more than I should have.
Probably.
And then this little bit, Into the Spider-Verse. Into the Spider-Verse 2 gets comic book artist Chris Anka. And I hadn't heard this part either. I don't know if it was previously announced, but release date for Into the Spider-Verse 2, April 8th, 2022.
April 8th. April is a good month.
So a little bit before, probably like a couple weeks before your birthday in 2 years.
That'll be my 33rd. 32?
33rd, because you're turning 31 this year, 33rd. Right?
Oh shit, when did I get so old?
Or wait, yeah.
I'm not even that old.
Math.
I'm like a child. I'm not that old, but I'm old. It's weird. Growing up is weird.
We're forever 29, remember?
Oh yeah, we are forever 29. That's right.
And then DC finally did unveil Jim Lee's Catwoman cover for the 80th anniversary.
Looks good.
And it looks good. I mean, obviously,
I'm super stoked for those. Yeah, we are gonna get a few from our LCS, and then we might get the rest on a cheaper, half-priced one if it's.
Yeah, because we were looking on like Discount Comic Book Service and.
Yeah, but there's a few that we are gonna get from our LCS because we want to support our shop in what they get.
Because you know they're gonna be getting a lot of them. And...
Yeah. Yes, it's just we can't afford all of them at the price that they're going to be. So there's some of them that we're going to get on like a discounted one. But the Artgerm one, I really like. I'm super stoked.
I mean, all of them are incredible.
Yes.
I mean, I'm kind of going for the Adam Hughes one, and
hell, some of the ones you were seeing for the Joker ones were looking good.
That was going to be my next bit. So yeah,
some of those Joker ones look really good too.
They also unveiled the Joker 80th anniversary covers.
Hey, Chris Barrett, thanks for joining us in our randomness.
I think they said Capullo's cover is going to be like the regular cover, the A cover.
Yeah.
And at first, so that was the first cover I seen, and I was like, oh, right on, like Capullo, who's one of my favorite artists. So I'm like, oh, hell yeah, Capullo's doing the A cover. That's probably going to be the only one we'll get.
And then,
but then
like,
I
2
see...
seconds later, he's like, oh, well, wait about maybe this one. Oh, well, maybe this one too. Of course.
Yeah, I'm like, well, that Delato one's pretty gangster.
Overachiever.
Then
Spoiled Ryan.
What was the one by Drought is
Capullo was doing the main cover.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, it was the main cover.
I haven't seen the Catwoman or Joker cover yet. They're beautiful. Like they look really good, really good.
Yeah, I think all the Catwoman ones have been shown now because even that other artist, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but
there's
the thing I was looking at, it had shown those ones too.
I'm excited, like the Ji Hung Lee one I'm really excited for.
Yeah.
And then this, I don't remember who did that one. But
that's J. Scott Campbell.
Yeah, I'm really excited for J. Scott Campbell's and Artgerm. So I've seen Artgerm,
Adam Hughes,
Ji Hung Lee, and Campbell and Delato. But I really like Campbell and Ji Hung Lee and Artgerm. Those 3 are my favorite ones.
Yeah,
that I've seen so far.
Yeah, Chris Barrett said that he's going to try and get the Campbell one.
Yeah, that Campbell one looks good. It reminds
me, which is one of
the
ones we're going to try too.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, I have a feeling we're probably gonna go for most of them. I mean, I think we'll probably be fine without like the Frank Cho one, and probably not the other guy. I can't remember the one that I can't remember his name. I don't think I had really even heard much about him.
Travis
Charis.
The 1950s.
Perez or Chores or.
I
mean, I've heard of him
because it's Chares. I think Chars.
Or Chars maybe.
Travis Chars. That's the one I haven't seen yet.
I mean, I
haven't come across yet.
I did see that one. I showed it to you when I was showing you Jim Lee's cover. It was the other one. She's like sitting on the chair. She's like sitting on a chair, I think, if I remember right. No, not the Campbell one. Yeah, the Campbell one. She's sitting on a chair too. But
I saw these really cute shoes on Instagram that I want. Why I want to go back big?
Yeah, Super Rose. Yeah, said you'll have to look those up later.
Yeah, but no, there was these really cute white shoes with cats on them on Instagram. There's the cat popping up on like the brim of the
I really
shoe.
want to get some of those. They were
cute.
There were those Toms.
I'm such a cat person.
There were those Toms that Marvel and Toms did a collaboration, and they were pretty dope.
Yep. And I can't wait to have a cat, but we have to wait till our apartment will allow it.
And the only other thing I wrote down was the Emerald City was postponed. Unfortunately, that's a bummer. I mean, especially
it is. A lot of people were pulling out, and so it's like.
Well, first we saw. Who was the first one? Dark Horse, and then CGC, and then all these creators, like just a ton of creators, and then other companies. And
but I like, it's just the mass hysteria of the media making it seem worse than it is.
I mean, it is bad though. But
it is still bad, but it's I don't know.
I mean, it's weird though because like there was like this one website, I can't remember who it was or whatever, but
I think it's ridiculous that stores are running out of Perel and stuff. It's like, why?
I know, because it isn't. I mean that crap's like everywhere.
It is what it is.
But it's like there was something.
All right, have a good night. Thanks for joining us on the live stream. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it here soon too.
Well, yeah, bro. That light was like directly in my eyes or something too long. I'm like seeing stars and crap too, or I was staring at it or something.
Well, usually we have it pointing up a little higher. Oh, wow, I know,
Mike. It's like in my eyes. I can't even read chat right now.
I can read chat. No, there. It's usually pointed up a little more, and we have it a little, because I use that light for my photos. If you notice all of my pics on Instagram when I post books, it's usually right here on our desk that's just like solid black, and I move like the old computer matte keyboard thing, and I'll use like the lamp that's like a really bright light, and I'll have like the light on it. So it's like my little photo booth right here where I take pictures of like all the books. So it's, and then I always forget to point it back up all the way for when we do the show to have the light that sometimes it's like a little angled down and it kind of blinds us.
Hey, who dat? Yeah, who dat's in chat? And
hey, who dat?
And I think there was...
Congrats on your sold out box. That's awesome. That is way awesome. Congrats.
Yeah, and don't forget time change tonight too. Yeah.
Yes, we lose an hour.
Yeah, right, because it's forward. Yeah, it's spring forward, fall back.
But honestly, it's going to be so nice to actually have it be light outside when we get off of work.
Especially me, because since I'm the last one at my work, I have to turn the light off, but then I have to walk across the whole warehouse in the dark.
Your warehouse is haunted. I swear. It is haunted. I've been there before because I worked with him for a little bit before I started my job that I'm at now, and it's like I could hear a woman singing.
Yeah, we heard some. We were the only two people there. We heard someone like straight up singing in the office.
Yeah. It was weird. It was
like we both heard it. Like we both heard it.
Yeah. We're like, "Do you hear that?" Yeah, it was creepy.
It was yeah, it was crazy.
But yeah, with that, we are gonna wrap up and go watch Who. But I'm
Yes,
gonna
we're gonna watch
find
more
that
Who.
darn Salt City Strangers that I know is just like right under my nose.
I know. It's around
Like
here
I
somewhere.
wouldn't be surprised if it's that end book right there on the bookcase. Like I know it's around here somewhere, so I'll find it and share it next
there it is,
week.
right there.
Yeah, see, grab it. See, I knew I overlooked it. I knew it.
It's right there.
This is that just made me feel so complete.
Yeah.
Salt City Strangers is a local book that
It's
we
like
got
the,
at a con. Yeah, see, and they even signed it.
Yeah, it's the assistant manager of our LCS.
Yeah.
They have like their own publishing company and.
Yeah. So we've been super because it was when we went to the Wasatch Con last year that they were there and we didn't know that they had a book because this guy right here
is the goal
and there's a different series that's Goal. And then there's another series that's the two I grabbed. Ruthless. Yeah.
And so this is like the team up, like kind of like Avengers book.
Yeah.
And all these characters have their own solos.
Yeah.
And then that's like the that's kind of the best way to kind of compare it. That's kind of like the Avengers of it.
Is this the beginning of the end of the Salt City Strangers? Yeah. Since the dawn of time, monsters harried the human race. Legends, demon-like, yeah, we've been meaning to read it for a while, and I mean,
it's funny that it's
good.
The gull too, because our state bird is the seagull.
Yeah, seagulls are aggressive here sometimes. Basically, like the art's pretty good. It's all in black and white.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, it's all black and white.
See, I told you I knew where it was at. I just overlooked it.
I found it, even though I still can't see. I somehow found it.
You can see. But yeah,
so you can see. You're like,
to be continued.
Yeah, so yeah, I need to read it. It does look good.
Yeah, it's one we got from. It's one of the guys at our LCS was like the writer, and one's there's like a set of twins that go into but yeah, it was a trade we got at the con. Yeah. See, I knew where it was. I am so happy I just overlooked it.
All right. Yeah, so next week we'll...
everything switches over automatically with technology these days.
That's true. Most do.
I just realized when the power didn't really go out, but when I was using the microwave and the coffee pot, it like shorted, so I had to flip the breaker. And so for the longest time, we haven't had the time on our microwave or the time on our coffee pot. I just realized earlier today, I finally set the time on the coffee pot.
Now you're going to have to change it again already?
Exactly. And so, yeah, I'm going to go put that ahead now before I forget. And then in a couple of days, I'm like, oh, it's the right time.
Well, what's funny, the time on...
But it hasn't had the right time on the microwave or the coffee pot in like months, at least like 6 months.
That's how the time clock at work is too, because they don't change it when there's time changes.
We look at our phone for the clock, like the time that it's like.
So now it's going to be right.
Yeah, which would honestly be beneficial to have those times in the kitchen in the morning when we're getting ready for work, making lunch. Like, okay, time to go. But
yeah. All right. So yeah, next week we'll have Super Russ with us. For our third edition of the Common Community Spotlight, which we do
Super
once a month.
Excited.
Yeah, I am too. And other than that, I think that's all we pretty much have. We're still kind of working out and planning on other stuff that we'll kind of start doing, because like I've kind of been thinking of just some stuff during the week. I am working on like a video, kind of like a pre-recorded kind of video thing that I'm working on that will be up at some point. I don't know when. It's just another thing I'm kind of working on.
I'm still debating if I'm ever going to put my own content on my YouTube or if I'm just going to sub a bunch of people. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, I think you should. Like, I gave you a few different ideas of stuff you can do.
Yeah. Maybe I'll get around to it. Be kind of
all right.
cool.
All right. On that note, thank you so much for hanging out and chat, and
live long and prosper.
may all your issues come true.
Yes. Peace. Live long and prosper. And out. Thanks